And a pleasant good afternoon, and welcome to the doorstep of New England, Greenwich, Connecticut, just across the New York border, where today at the Brunswick School in Cosby Field, the Pope John Lions JV football team take on the Brunswick Bruins. Hello, everyone. Mike Formasano here calling today's game. Thank you so much for joining us as the Pope John Lions JV squad look for their first victory of this season as they take on Brunswick on a beautiful Monday afternoon here in Greenwich, Connecticut. I'll tell you, on Saturday, the varsity got a chance to play under some beautiful weather, perfect conditions. It was a little hot for the junior Lions yesterday, but it has cooled down this afternoon, and the JV team is looking to take advantage of that beautiful fall weather as they battle the Brunswick Bruins JV team. So let's go over the rosters. We'll start with Pope John. We go with number 2, Gabriel Valverde. Number 3 is Air Register. Remember, with JV, you have mix of varsity and freshman numbers. So number 4 for the varsity is Zayden Carswell. Number 4, Logan Kurzija for freshman. Alex Schreiber, number 6 for varsity. Alex Porter, number 6 for the freshman. 7, Matthew Rodriguez for varsity. 8, King Jackson. 9, Mark Baker. 12, Vic Fiore for the varsity. Eric Weinstock, number 12 for the freshman. Vincent Jessamaria, number 15 for the varsity. Amir Young, number 17. Kai Kammer, number 18. Number 19 is Christian Severinson. Number 21, Cal Marone. Number 22, Mike Marston. 24, Joseph Guzman. 25, Aiden D'Olivo. 26, Brian Cohan. Number 27, Ryan Johnson. Number 28, Ryan Sapolsky. 29, Vincenzo Siliberti. 30, Carter Johnston. 32, Matthew Staub. Number 33, Anthony Buddykent. 34, Luke Broderick. Number 35, Seamus Corcoran. Also number 35 for the freshman, Mark Hedgepeth. 42, Dylan Cogaziello. 44, Tom Walton. 45, Andrew Jessamaria. And 45 for the freshman, Nate Capra. 47, Zane Russell. 50, Colin Bauman. 52, Ryan Watts. 53, Carter Brash. 54 is Jacob Jessamaria on the freshman, Riley Watts on the varsity. 55, Sutton Fullwood. And on the freshman, Jason Cofrancesco. 57, Camille Zlatic. 58, Charles Formasano. 59, Michael Kepler. We'll start with number 60 and beyond in just a minute as Brunswick is setting up at the 40-yard line for the opening kick. Pope John in their white jerseys with blue gold trim, blue numbers, and a blue and gold stripe on the helmet, gold major. And you also have the Lions on each side with blue pants, and they're going right to left. Brunswick in their gray uniforms with yellow and black trim, and they are going, or brown trim, I should say, they're going left to right. Here we go. The Pope John Lions and the Brunswick Bruins here from Greenwich, Connecticut. Number 39 with the kick. It's a low line drive. It gets past number 9 for Pope John. Picked up by 17, Amir Young. Young out to the 23-yard line and tackled there. So Pope John will start with the ball first. No scoreboard as the referees will keep the clock on the field and we'll keep the score in our noggins. Alex Porter, the quarterback for the Pope John Lions today, number 6, out in the huddle with Pope John. Let's continue the roster real quick. Number 60, Nick Sadowski. 61, Anthony Scavullo. 66, Jacob Post. 68, Landon Hendricks. 70, Cole Roddy. Also Matthew Johnson. Adrian Savitsky, number 71. Mike Morelli, 72. Emilio Barranco, 77. Jack Rosenlund, number 80. Porter takes the snap. Hands off to Brian Cohen. Up the near side. Tackled at about the 24-yard line. So Cohen brought down there after a gain of about 1. It'll bring up 2nd and 9 for the Lions. 10-minute quarters as opposed to 12-minute quarters on varsity. As you know, the varsity football team coming up with a big 35-0 shutout victory against Kellenberg on Saturday afternoon. Porter in the shotgun. Vincent Jessamaria in the near wide out. Pass goes over to number 8, King Jackson. Jackson down to about the 30-yard line. Gain of 4. That'll bring up 3rd and 5 for the Lions.
I'm glad you could make it.
Thank you. Same here. Just tell you about the treat that we have at halftime. It'll be posted on the site, but I was talking during the varsity game about how I drove into Connecticut this past summer, and it was said, "Welcome to Connecticut," and it had the country's best pizza. I cannot agree with that without doing a taste test. So I got up here early and I went out and found pizza in Greenwich. We're going to have a halftime special on that. Porter rolls out to his right on 3rd and 5. The pass incomplete, in and out of the hands of number 17, Amir Young. And that'll bring up 4th down. Yeah, I tried 3 different pizzerias. 2 were closed. So I had to go
New York is across the street.
right across the street. It's about 100 yards behind us, the Westchester County Airport. So when you say we are at the doorstep of New England, we are absolutely at the doorstep. So we'll have that posted on the site at halftime. Mike Formasano's Pizza Review. Christian Severson back to punt. Number 84 for Brunswick. Again, we're just going with numbers for the Bruins. The president of the Catholic Academy of Sussex County is Mr. Daniel O'Keefe. The principal of Pope John High School is Gene Emmering. The VP and chaplain is Father John Calabro. The athletic director is Brian McAleer. Athletic trainers, Gerard Graziano, Jordan Martin. The head coach of the Pope John Lions is Dom Gaston. And coaching today, Mike Stellatella. Here's the punt. Wobbly kick down to the 40. 84 fields it. Down the near side, cutting through the defense. Down to the Pope John 30. He's cutting to the outside. To the far hash mark. And finally brought down by Brian Cohan at about the 18-yard line of Pope John. So a good return by number 84 for Brunswick, and the Bruins will start with the ball. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bruins on the far hash mark. Inside the red zone, they spot the ball at the 19-yard line. They're here at Cosby Field in Greenwich, Connecticut, right across from New York, Westchester County Airport. 100 yards behind us, the city about 10, 15 miles away. Quarterback number 15 in the gun. He'll pass to the far side, complete to a wide receiver. Knocked out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Or 2nd and 5. Quarterback in the gun again. Movement on the line. Takes the snap, handoff to 46. Cuts up the near hash mark, back to the center. Wrapped up by number 22, Mike Marston, who makes the tackle. Marston bringing down the running back for Brunswick, and it'll be 3rd and short. Couldn't have chosen a better day for football. Beautiful conditions. Low 70s, not too cold, definitely mild, but not as intense as, say, yesterday, which was really hot. Snap, 15, pass to the near side, touchdown, Brunswick. Number 6 with the reception. It's an 11-yard touchdown pass, and Brunswick takes an early 6-0 lead. So a 3-play drive for the Bruins, and they hit pay dirt, and now coming out for the point after. So the place kicker for the Bruins, number 39. He's a left-handed kicker. Oh, left. I shouldn't say left-footed. That's right. It's not specifically left-handed. Here's the kick, and it's low. Line drive. Marston got a hand on it. And the kick, short. So the left-footed kicker, number 39, misses the point after, and the score remains 6-0. Yeah, he's not left-handed. He could be left-handed. He could be right-handed. Who knows?
We know he's left-footed.
We know he's left-footed. It always confused me when I was a kid. I'd watch baseball and see, well, he's a left-handed bat, so that means he's got to be a left-handed arm, right? Wrong. Then you get switch hitters. Brunswick sets up at the 40 to kick. Back to receive number 17, Amir Young, as well as number 12, Eric Weinstock. Weinstock had that great touchdown in the fourth quarter of the first freshman game against DePaul Catholic. So you can see some of the scenery here at the field at Cosby Field. Underneath Wolfram Pavilion. Number 57 will kick off. Approaches the ball. High, booming kick. End over end. Bounces to Young. Has trouble grabbing it and finally corrals it in, and he falls down at the 20. That's where Pope John Lions will start. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Midway through the first quarter. Brunswick leads 6-0. Now, the good thing about them missing that point after is that if Pope John scores a touchdown and converts the point after, they'll have the lead. Alex Porter in the shotgun. Brian Cohan over his left shoulder. Man in motion is Jackson. The ball goes to him. King Jackson to the near side, working hard for those extra yards. Gets down to about the 28, maybe 29-yard line. It'll be 2nd and short for Pope John. Well, the Lions already moving the ball better today than they have in their first 2 games against DePaul Catholic and Paramus Catholic. So that is a good sign. So they give Jackson 5 on the run. 2nd and 5 for Pope John. Porter in the gun. Cohan takes the draw play right up the middle. Gets about maybe a yard. More likely the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 5. Jason Cofrancesco, number 55, substituting in. He's in for Camille Zlatek. Lions up to the line. 3rd and 5 from the 28. They have to get to the, between 32 and 33. Hand off to Cohan. Cohan sweeps to the far side. Past the first down marker, and a first down for Pope John. Cohan races to the 34. We'll call it a 7-yard gain, and now Pope John at the 34-yard line, 1st and 10. Porter in the shotgun, drops back to pass, rolls out to his right, under trouble, gets away, he gets rid of it. So he throws it out of bounds, but gets rid of it. He's outside the pocket, no intentional grounding. Number 94 all over Porter, but he did get rid of the ball before taking the sack. Good play by Alex, and so now it'll be 2nd and 10. We're here live in Greenwich, Connecticut at the Brunswick School. The Brunswick Bruins hosting the Pope John Lions. Mike Formasano here on Pope John Lions TV. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're watching back in New Jersey, the weather here in Connecticut, perfect. Low 70s. Porter with the pass out to Jackson, makes the catch. Good move as he sidesteps a couple of defenders, and he gets some extra yardage out of that. King Jackson, some great moves on the far side, right in front of the Pope John bench. And he's able to get the ball down to about the 41.5-yard line. Well, he spotted at the 41. So, 3rd and 3 for the Lions. Pope John up to the line. Porter in the gun. Hand off to Cohen, met right in the backfield by number 94, who read that all the way. Drops Cohen for a loss, and it'll bring up 4th and 10. So a loss of 7 on the run. Make it a loss of 6. They spot the ball at the 35. Either way, Pope John up against it. And I believe Christian Severinson will be out to punt. Number 84 back for Brunswick, standing at his own 30, waiting to receive. Here's the snap. Severinson races to the far side to kick it, and it's a wobbler that goes out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. Not a good kick at all by Christian Severinson. He was under pressure, tried to escape it, and just get the kick off, and it only went about 5 yards. So Brunswick will start Pope John territory when we return. We're at the Brunswick School. It is 6-0 Bruins over the Pope John Lions on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Back in about 30 seconds on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Welcome back to Brunswick School in Greenwich, Connecticut for Pope John Lions JV football. Mike Formersano here, calling today's game. 1st and 10 on the Pope John 29 on the far hash. The quarterback, number 15 in the gun, takes a snap, fires down the field, looking for number 6. Underthrown by about maybe 6 inches. Incomplete. Number 29, Vincenzo Siliberti on the coverage. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10. So the JV game today, finishing up the week 2 of football. It's been a very productive week for the varsity and for the Junior Lions 11U squad. Number 46 with the handoff, met right at the line, tackled by number 54, Jacob Jessamaria, but we got a flag down the play. Well, face mask call against number 42, Dylan Cogaziello. And so that will be a, see which garden variety it'll be, 15 or 5.
Didn't involve the ball.
Well, he got spotted at the 19, so automatic 1st down, 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Number 15 in the gun, 46 standing to his right. Takes the snap. Under pressure, drops it. He fumbles the ball. Recovered by Pope John. Number 9, Mark Baker, racing in, knocks the ball loose and pounces on it. It'll be Pope John possession, and boy, did the Lions need that. Brunswick on their 2nd possession inside the red zone, threatening to score again, and Mark Baker saves Pope John's bacon as the ball now at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Porter in the gun. Cohan over his right shoulder. Jessamaria, the near wideout. The handoff to Cohan. Brian Cohan right up the gut. Takes down a defensive lineman as he's tackled. Number 70 falling backwards on that. 2nd and 7 for Pope John. 3 yards in the proverbial cloud of dust on turf. Late 1st quarter, 6-0 Brunswick leads. A touchdown and a missed extra point. Porter takes the snap, drops back to pass, fires sideline, incomplete. Jessa Maria, the intended receiver, number 35 from Brunswick on the coverage. And I'll bring up 3rd and 7 for the Lions.
Yeah, baby.
Porter in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Hand off to Cohen. Met right in the backfield by number 93, the defensive lineman, bringing Cohen down behind the line of scrimmage. So Pope John, 4th and 9, and they will be forced to punt once again. Unless they decide not to punt. Still have the offense on the field, so perhaps they're going for it. They are. They're going to go for it. Look at this. Big play in this first quarter for Pope John. This could swing the game one way or another. Porter drops back, looking downfield, fires over the head of King Jackson into the arms and hands of number 84 for Brunswick, but he's on the sideline. So incomplete pass, and that will turn the ball over on downs. So the Bruins on their 3rd possession. Again, inside the Pope John side of the field. 3rd time with the ball and 3rd time on Pope John's end. And I think that is the end of the first quarter as the referee's taking the ball to the other side of the field. We're through 1 here at the Brunswick School in Greenwich, Connecticut. It's the Brunswick Bruins 6, the Pope John Lions, no score. We'll be back right after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Welcome back to the Brunswick School in Greenwich, Connecticut, just a stone's throw, and I mean a stone's throw away from the New York border. As the Brunswick Bruins lead the Pope John Lions 6-0. They have the ball on the 30-yard line. Number 18 now quarterbacking, being chased down, flushed out of the pocket for the end zone over the head of number 21, incomplete. Coverage on the play by number 29, Vincenzo Ciliberti. 2nd and 10 for Brunswick. Well, later on during halftime, not live, but it'll be on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube on our video section. We will be posting a special halftime review of pizza. You'll have to check it out to find out exactly what it is. So we'll have that posted later on tonight. Well, there was a sign as I was driving through Connecticut back in the summertime saying, "Welcome to Connecticut, home of the country's best pizza." And being from New York and living in New Jersey, I have a hard time believing that. Number 46 to the center of the field, across the 25 and down there. So what I did is I got up here a couple of hours early. I hunted down some pizzerias, and I was able to get a couple of slices, and I have my review. And I'll be posting that during halftime, not live. It'll be on the channel later, but it's, it'll be a halftime special. 6-0 Brunswick over Pope John. No, I'm not going to make it a regular thing. I just figured I was talking about it during the varsity broadcast the other day, so I would make sure I answered the question, at least my opinion. Low snap, number 18, hands off. Wow, what a hit by Carter Brash on number 40, who took the handoff from the quarterback. Brash drops him for a loss back at the 30, maybe 29, And that will bring Brunswick up to 4th down. What a play by Carter Brash, just breaking through that offensive line. And so now the Bruins are going to go for it here. 4th and 10 for Brunswick. Quarterback in the gun, number 18, 40 to his right. Here's the snap, drops back to pass, fires for the sideline. Incomplete. The intended receiver, number 84, Jacob Jessamaria, in on the coverage for the Lions. Turnover on downs, 1st down, Pope John. Well, the Lions staying in this game against Brunswick. Gave up a first quarter touchdown, but Pope John staying within striking distance. Incomplete pass, 4th down. First and 10 Lions from the 30. And now a substitute in at quarterback, Mike Marston, who got some time in the varsity game in the 4th quarter the other day. Cohan with the handoff. Good second effort by Brian Cohan to get back to the line of scrimmage. He got hit in the backfield, but then Cohen with a second effort. Brian Cohan, good hard running. I think he actually got a yard on that, so let's make it 2nd and 9. Marston came in relief of Vic Fiore, who played tremendous in substitution of Luke Irwin, who was out. So Fiore did a great job in those first 3 quarters, and then Mike Marston stepped in the 4th and finished the job. Now Marston in for Porter here in the JV game. Marston takes the snap, rolls to his right, slips, keeps his feet, but that allows number 94 to wrap him up and gain the sack. Well, I can't blame the rain. There hasn't been any in a while, so just the turf, a little slippery there, and Marston not able to catch the turf. You can be careful there with that turf. It can cause turf toe or different kinds of injuries. Seen all kinds over the years. So that'll be 3rd and long for Pope John. They've got to get to their own 39. The ball spotted at the 23-yard line. So 3rd and 16. Marston with Cohan over his left shoulder. Young on the near wide out. Marston in trouble, and he just gets rid of it. Incomplete. That brings up 4th down. So the Pope John offense running into problems once again. Well, you saw it with Porter in the 1st quarter, and now with Marston, not getting a lot of time there as the Brunswick defensive line just breaking through. Severinson is out to punt now. Pope John has to punt. They're deep in their own territory. Severinson is standing at the 7. Takes a step. Good punt. High spiraling kick. It takes a bounce, takes a Pope John bounce, and rolls all the way to the 42-yard line of Brunswick, where Pope John will down it. So the ball hit on the Pope John side of the field, probably about the 47-48. Took a lion bounce and rolled all the way to the 42, and that's where Brunswick will start. 1st and 10 for the Bruins. Tomorrow on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube, it'll be the Pope John girls field hockey team taking on Morristown. 4 p.m. tomorrow on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. And then on Wednesday, it will be the Pope John Lions boys soccer team in action. 4 p.m. And we will have that game for you. Freshman football on Thursday, 4 p.m. And that will be the freshman football team against Bergen Catholic. The Crusaders send their freshman team in to Pope John High School. Please join us 4 p.m. on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Quarterback in the gun. Hand off to number 11. Sweeps to the inside. Down to the out. Past the 50 to the 45 and brought down out of bounds. Logan Kurzaja and Jacob Maria with the tackle. It's good enough for a first down for Brunswick. 1st and 10 from the 45. Ball spotted at the 44. Low snap. Hand off to number 45. Met right there by Carter Brash. Brash and number 33 for Pope John, Anthony Buddykent, making the tackle. Oh, actually, I think that's Sutton Fullwood. Is it Sutton?
55.
33.
I think that is Sutton. Yeah.
So, Brash and Sutton Fullwood in on the tackle. Loss of 3 on the play for Brunswick. 2nd and 13. Quarterback in the gun. Takes the snap. 18 flushed out to the right. To the far sideline. Being chased down and tackled. No, he got rid of the ball. Jessa Maria all over him, but it's an incomplete. Good pressure by Pope John, number 18, the quarterback from Brunswick. Just able to get rid of that ball. Third and 13 from the Pope John 48. Brunswick leading 6-0. Quarterback in the gun. Pope John's had great defensive pressure in this game so far. Snap. Quarterback back to pass. Fires. Incomplete. 21, the intended receiver. The coverage by Ryan Johnson, number 27 for the Lions. 4th and 13. Brunswick going for it. Pope John stops them here. They'll get good field position. 18. And he's going to kick it. Line drive kick. Takes a bounce. It's going to head toward the end zone and get in. Touchback. And the ball will be spotted at the 20-yard line. That was the worry on that, whether or not it would carry past the goal line. But it did break the plane. And it's a touchback for Pope John. So I said, tomorrow, 4 p.m., girls field hockey against Morristown. Boys soccer, 4 p.m. on Wednesday. Freshman football on Thursday against Bergen Catholic. Friday, volleyball at 4 p.m. And then on Saturday, what we'll do is we're going to cover the boys soccer team on the road against Montville Township at 10 a.m., and then we'll make our way over after that to the football game at Bergen Catholic. Now, that game will be covered by Super Football Conference Network, so we'll have just the soccer game on Saturday. Marston with the handoff over to Cohan. Cohan sweeps to the far side. Oh, he almost broke it. The last defender for Brunswick grabs at the jersey, slows him down, and then was able to go ahead and make the tackle. Without that fistful of fabric, Cohan is off and in the end zone celebrating. But he gets the first down, and Pope John at the 38. He almost broke that.
Yeah. For that shirt, they wouldn't have gotten it.
That's what it was. It was the fistful of fabric.
Yeah. He still got it in his hand, actually.
He does. 1st and 10, Pope John. Marston in the gun, Cohan behind him. Amir Young to the near side, Jessa Maria to the far. Cohan sweeps to the near side, past the 50, out of bounds. First down, Pope John. Brian Cohan. He dabs a bit. Lions move into Brunswick territory. So now Pope John moving the ball. Spotted at the 48 of Brunswick.
What's he playing?
First and 10 for the Lions from the near hash. Marston in the gun. Cohan next to him. Amir Young, the near wide out. Marston with the snap. He's going to roll to his left, puts it under his arm. He's going to keep it, breaks through past the line of scrimmage and gets down to about the 45-yard line. So a 3-yard gain for Marston. It'll make it 2nd and 7. Not a lot of options there. I think he wanted to sweep to the far side. But when he hit the hash marks, he didn't see anything, so he decided to just run straight up north. Second and 7. Pope John up to the line. Marston with Cohen behind him. Movement on the line. And it looks like Carter Brash jumped 5 yards on the false start. That'll move the ball back to midfield. Time winding down in this first half. Again, referees keeping the clock on the field. Here's the snap. Marston to Cohan. Stopped there by the Brunswick defense. So at halftime, we're going to put together a package. You won't be able to see it live. We won't be able to see it until after the game. Will be on the Pope John Lions TV on YouTube page. But it's really a halftime special. It's a pizza review. And again, the explanation for that, I was driving through Connecticut this summer, saw a sign on their entry to the state. Welcome to Connecticut, home of the country's best pizza. Hard time believing that, so I did my own pizza review. Timeout on the field. Pope John takes timeout, and we will as well. Late second quarter, Brunswick leads 6-0. We'll be back right after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube.
Oh, listen. How's it going? Huh? You? He's gonna do everything.
Welcome back to the Brunswick School in Greenwich, Connecticut, just across the New York border and right on the doorstep to New England. Mike Forbisano here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube as the Pope John Lions have the ball 3rd and long at the 45-yard line. Aiden DiOlivo to the left of Marston now. Marston calling signals, drops back to pass, rolls to his left, fires downfield, a bomb way downfield. Incomplete. No flags on the play. Amir Young, the intended receiver. Also Vincent Jessamaria down there. Neither could haul it in as Brunswick had a pair of defenders draped all over him. Well, that'll bring up 4th down for Pope John, and Severinson out there to punt.
Hey, if anybody gets through, block them.
Severinson takes the ball, high booming kick, end over end, takes another Pope John bounce from the 40 to the 30, rolls all the way down to the 27, and Marston will down it there. 1st and 10 for Brunswick, late second quarter. The Bruins leading the Pope John Lions by a score of 6-0. So home games for freshmen and JV next week on football, both against Bergen Catholic. The varsity will hit the road. Junior Lions, most likely road games. We'll find out from Pop Warner for the Sunday matchups. The 11U team won yesterday, 13-6. 4th and 20 with a minute to go. They needed 20 yards, or else Bayshore would have gotten the ball back. And instead, Pope John hit a 21-yard pass play to seal the deal. Great win for the 11U team. 13-14U, not so lucky. 29-0 defeat. First and 10 for the Bruins from their own 27. Fumble the snap, it's loose. Ball's on the turf. And it is recovered by Brunswick. No, Pope John got it. Look at that. The Lions go ahead and recover the ball. I didn't even see who it was. And that is excellent field position. Do we know who recovered that? So the ball went loose. Pope John recovers. And they will take over first and 10. Just on the doorstep of the red zone. Anybody know who recovered the fumble?
71.
71.
Big fella. What's his name?
Adrian Savitsky. Savitsky with the,
Tall fella.
yeah. Good recovery. Marston, hands off to Cohan. Number 94 all over him. Catches Cohan in the backfield, 2nd and long now. Loss of 5. Second and 15. Marston in the gun. Cohan right next to him to the left. Low snap. Marston picks it up, rolls to his right. Looking downfield for Young. Incomplete. In and out of his hands as he dove for it. The ball popped out.
Did he get the ball?
Nah, incomplete. So 3rd and 20 for, or I'm sorry, 3rd and 15 for Pope John. They have to get the ball to the 10. Mike Marston in the shotgun. Brian Cohan to his left. Takes the snap, drops back, looking downfield. He's going to keep it. Rolling to the far side, down to the 15, the 10. And he gets past the 10. First down, Pope John. A beautiful scramble by Mike Marston. And so the Lions now, 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Marston back out to the huddle. Ball spotted at the 9. Marston in the shotgun. Snap. Rolls to the far side, looking for the end zone. He's in! Touchdown, Lions! Mike Marston, a 9-yard TD run. And the Pope John Lions have tied the Brunswick Bruins 6-6. And now we'll see about the 2-point conversion or if they'll go ahead and kick it. They have Severinson, who definitely can kick the field goal and kick the extra point. We'll wait and see what the Pope John coaching staff wants to do. Late second quarter, Pope John gets on the board with the tying touchdown. They can take the lead with this point after attempt. Yeah, you got Marston out there with Baker to his right. And you got Cohan in the backfield along with D'Olivo. Marston low snap, and he is wrapped up there. And so the game remains tied at 6.
That's a brilliant play.
So Pope John ties the game with a 9-yard run by Mike Marston into the corner of the end zone, but they failed the point after, and so the game remains tied 6-6.
Give him a high five.
We'll take a quick timeout. Be right back on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube.
Kick it to the right.
Welcome back to the Brunswick School in Greenwich, Connecticut, where the Pope John Lions have tied the score with the Brunswick Bruins, 6-all. Mike Formasano here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Late second quarter, Christian Severinson setting up for the kick. Here it is, Severinson. Booming kick, high end over end. Taken by the kick returner for Brunswick, 84. Racing up to the 42, stopped there. Marston in on the tackle, along with Severinson. 1st and 10 for the Brunswick School. So Brunswick in the huddle.
What happened to this kid's knee? He's a freshman. Is he? He's a main.
Number 15, the quarterback on the far hash. Referees checking their clocks. Here's the snap. 15 drops back to pass. Under pressure. Drops it out to number 46. Far side. Tackled by Jacob Jessamaria.
Is that Jake? Jakey, good job.
And I believe that is the end of the first half. As the teams head to the sidelines, Pope John scores late in the second quarter, a 9-yard touchdown run by quarterback Mike Marston. And we are all even 6 apiece. From Cosby Field at the Brunswick School in Greenwich, Connecticut. Come on back for second half action. We'll start up a new feed and be back in about 5-10 minutes. From the doorway to New England, Greenwich, Connecticut. This is Mike Formasano on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Tied at 6 between the Pope John Lions and the Brunswick Bruins. We'll be back after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube after halftime.